motherfuckers did this and these motherfuckers did that, and I see it right here just like you see it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So ain't nobody supposed to be 100% right. That's why we read the error when we understand in wisdom.
Right.
Right? Because you're going to make errors. So the error in the law of efficiency applied is telling you something on a Freudian slip.
Right.
Right. And that's how you see beyond what's on the surface.
Mm.
Like, let's say it's 10 of us outside in the front porch and we all talking about dogs. Right? All of a sudden, one of us in the middle of talking about a dog say we need to duck the shotgun. Nigga, look for this nigga coming with the shotgun. Because we probably gonna hear the dogs bark right before he show itself. The Freudian slip just told us he was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's an example of how it worked. We weren't talking about shotguns, we was talking about dogs. But the Freudian slip was worrying about the shotgun. It could have been a dog named Shotgun, but he didn't make that clear to everybody in the circle.
Right.
Right? So now we looking for the shotgun. Lo and behold, here come a motherfucker coming through the motherfucking between the houses with a shotgun. And now we all ready because we read the error as a message. Right. What's this? What part does the Galactic Council play in
Our liberation?
If we don't do our part, they ain't gonna play no part.
Get back, get back, get back.
Right? But if we do our part, they're gonna make sure that it's enforced from a galactic perspective.
Right. How bad, famo? This you get like a cat out the back door. This man and caught a rat and broke his neck. I gotta take him out. This little guy gone.
The cat caught a rat.
Hey. That must be some type of sign, huh?
Hey, yeah, definitely a sign. What color is your cat?
Black.
Okay.
There you go. You had him outside? Yeah, she was in here panicking, that's why.
Well, you know, women don't really care for them rodents too much.
Right.
Unless they grow up playing with them as part of their, their culture.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and wash these hands real quick. Right. Somebody. Now, I'm going to be thinking about that shit all night. Because the other day, my bad, maybe you can't hear, because the other day, I got another sign from Spirit. Like, Hawks is one of my totems. And I see him everywhere I go. And the other day, I'm driving down the road, and a hawk swooped in front of the car with a rabbit. He didn't caught a rabbit. And he, like, Rob, when I tell you I had to brake because I was about to hit the hawk and the rabbit, like, dead ass I had to brake. And I'm like, okay. That's God telling me it's time to strike. It's time to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But, man, these little messages be coming now. As soon as you tap in, it's like they come nonstop.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Everything is a message, but we don't read everything as a message.
Mm-hmm. That's real. Ain't no coincidences. I see it in everything now to the point where I be feeling like paranoid. Be like, come on now, you can't think of everything. Got to be symbolism.
Well, stop telling yourself that because that's where the paranoia comes from. If you go back to Elijah Muhammad said there's been thousands and thousands and thousands of signs. This shit is about to be a wrap. Elijah Muhammad said that back in the 60s. Right? So how many more signs has been given to us since then? So it's a lot of signs that we haven't been reading. We just been letting them go past, trying to fit into the society that was designed to oppress us.
Yep, put a cage on my mind, basically. Because once I remove that prison of a thought process, then I'm able to really tap in and allow that to become a part of my intuition. But sometimes, you know, like I said, because I'm like, damn, that can't be a sign. Because like literally, it's like all day numbers. On top of that, it's like numbers to the point where I don't even look up the meaning of numbers anymore because I know them all by heart.
Mm-hmm. So that's when you start using numerology and gematria in real time, and that even it fines tune the message. So the message becomes easier to assimilate when you understand what numbers mean. Because this is why you wear a watch. This is why you're supposed to wear a watch. We got cameras on our phone. I mean, clocks on our phone now, because the every second of the day is a new set of numbers. Think about that. Every second of the day is a new set of numbers. And those same numbers several times a day are anagrams of one another. Those are what you call connection points. Right? So 24 hours in a day, but 12 months in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they say one day to the year. That means it took a whole year for it to happen. So in 12 and 24 is 36, and 3 and 6 is 9, and that's the turnaround.
Right. And 12 is 3. 24 is 6. And you add them together, then you get 9.
Yep. It got to be able to work frontwards and backwards in order for it to fit into an accurate read. Right? So 369 is a code. It's a universal code for turning something around, or when you get to what we call 3-point convergence, that's GPS. So you need 3 points of convergence in order to get past the 2-point coincidence factor. Anything more than 2 is no longer coincidence. That means that pay attention. This is a real sign. Right? That's how GPS need 3 points of convergence to get you to your location.
What do they call it?
Triangulation.
Triangulation. There it is. Yep.
So that's why when you see, like when I watch a tarot card reader, I can read more into the cards than she reading, because I'm starting with how long did it take her to do this read? What do those numbers mean? Okay. Now, what's the title of the spread? Right? Because that's the theme. That's the mission statement. Right? So the mission, under the mission statements, is the details of the mission. Right? We call it the question and answer, or the query and the response. The universe is telling us something. We use an oracle means to focus the energy in, like lights going through a magnifying glass, until we can explain clearly what it is that we see. The more things that we know the meaning of, the more accurate we can get an oracle read. That's what this question right here, the answer to that is, that was before the
I can't talk to you how I can talk to them, and then let the people who close to you relay it to you. You got a problem with me, so let me call a man. Since you don't respect me enough to talk to me like a woman, I'm gonna call a man, and you talk to him like that. I bet you won't. He got an attitude. He stormed off. It was crazy. But I see what you said about all skin
Did he
folks and
snap
kin
his
folks.
fingers? Did he snap his fingers in
No,
the
he did
zigzag
this.
motion?
He was doing this. He was doing this. No, this. But I'm like, are you clapping at me? I'm like, yeah, no, what you gotta do is stop talking to me like you crazy boy. I was like, I'm gonna call a guy and you can talk to him. He's like, no, I'm gonna call my sisters. I'm like, okay, you go and do that. All skin folks, not kin folk, and they showing their colors. If you listen close, even the women that aren't on your side, They
They
show
gonna tell you.
immediately. It
They
is
gonna tell you.
it's not a compliment to tell anybody that, oh, I'm jealous of that. Like that's not a compliment. You
Soon as
speaking
I
your
hear, soon as I hear the word jealous, it's a red flag to me. Dirty motherfuckers is on their way.
pretty much.
Look,
That's my
they,
question. The
yeah,
Pope in China, why is he in jail? Did you
the
hear that?
Pope.
Yeah, one of the popes, one of the priests, like one of their grand priests, is in jail.
Probably for being a fag. Probably touching on little boys. I don't know. I didn't see nothing about it.
I'm
But
saying,
9 out of 10, if they true to form, he probably was touching on one of them little Japanese boys over there, and to keep the Yakuza and the samurai from beheading his motherfucking ass, they decided to lock his punk ass up, dress wearing son of a bitch.
I cannot. Okay, next question is, I am going about my tribe. Now, am I doing this because I'm trying to elect a leader? I don't feel like I have learned my craft enough to lead. So, how many people should be in my matriarch to begin with? I don't want it to be too many. Right now, I have 4, and I feel like that's not a good number. I want it either 3, 6, or 9. What's a good number?
You already said you don't need me to answer it. You just got to accept the answer for yourself that you gave yourself, which is going to make you be more powerful than if I give you a number.
Okay.
You got, look, Big Mama be talking to y'all, and y'all be second guessing her. I don't second guess her. I know when she's talking to me. So look, listen to your heart. When you feel something, trust what you feel to guide you correctly. And the one thing about it, you are not allowed to lie to yourself for one reason. You don't know you fucking lying. So when you tell yourself you need the right answer, you got to give yourself the right answer, and you got to give yourself the time to let your higher self put the pieces together, and then you'll be going about your day, and then an answer occur to you with the reason.
Okay.
Right? So your power is the palm chakras. That's why they have you hold hands in church.
Okay.
Because the palm chakras, but you do not holding hands properly in the church in order to get the maximum effect of the chakra alignment. Because the fingers are supposed to be interlocked like this, and not the hands closed together like this. And the reason you interlock in the fingers is you have meridians at each fingertip. And then on the back of the hand, there's meridians that correspond to that. And then you got to chop one badass motherfucker. But let me tell you what they do to this brother. Yeah. Right? They take Patrice Lumumba out in the woods, assassinating and bury him, right? Uh-huh. You see the picture that he's pointing at the screen? Yeah, right here. Yeah. They went and dug him up. And the French general that dug him up, he said he was terrified because he raised his finger like that, as if he was giving his troops one last command. Damn. Now, when I was growing up, what made him so memorable to me is he looked exactly like my Uncle Jake. Mm-hmm. And my Uncle Jake wasn't for no games. He'd beat a motherfucker ass. Mm-hmm. You look like a dude. About all right, now, when they killed him, they also had America wasn't behind the murder of Stephen Biko. Mm-hmm. Pull him up so they can see. These people we need to know about. When they're talking about Pan-African studies, this is the kind of stuff they're talking about because it all ties back. They killed him. This was South Africa's Malcolm X. Bad man right here. Went for no games. He the one that told Mandela he better strap up. And after they killed him, that's when they captured Mandela. And because Mandela was on his way to Kenya to meet with somebody called the Kikuyu tribe. Mm-hmm. Now, the Kikuyu tribe is known for their Mau Mau. Pull Mau Mau up next. M-A-U, 2 words. Put Kenya behind. You see that brother standing right behind Jomo Kenyatta on the last picture at the top?
Right here?
Yeah, click that picture.
All right.
He was the field general. I always forget his name. This is the guy that Jomo Kenyatta sold out when he gave his position away to the invaders.
Mm-hmm.
You see, with his dreadlocks?
Yeah, dude with the Willow's Peak.
Mm-hmm. He was the leader of the Mau Mau rebellion against the
just like
invasion
them Dirty Moors.
Nah, he wasn't no Dirty Moor. The Dirty Moor is the nigga standing on there with the kufi on.
Oh, this nigga right here.
That nigga. That's Jomo Kenyatta. He became the head of Kenya.
Okay.
He sold out the resistance. The guy standing next to him put Jomo Kenyatta in power, and he was the leader of the resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jomo Kenyatta got in power, he made deals with the Europeans to end the conflict. And part of the deal was that he would give them the position of the stronghold of the Mau Mau.
Oh, hell no. We ain't going out like that.
Now, scroll down a little bit. It's a book on the Mau Mau, so they can see what book to read about the Mau Mau rebellion.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. It's another one that was next to it, too. Okay, so now the Mau Mau, right? That was in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Keep that in mind. Kenya is the land of Anpu.
Okay, go ahead.
You know who Anpu is, right?
No, I don't. Seems like I heard the name, but I can't put it to nobody right now.
You heard it. That's Anubis.
Oh, okay. I know who you said Anubis. Okay, I know who it is.
Right. But it's really called the land of the jackal.
Okay. They were just explaining it just a minute ago in that video.
Right. And then we was talking about the jackal in Rosemary's Baby. The jackal was the baby's father.
Mm-hmm.
Then we was talking about in the Omen how the jackal was the baby's father.
Mm-hmm.
But he was buried over in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Omen is the story about the Antichrist.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So while you getting your Pan-African studies, these is the people that tell you that the enemies look like us, but they not us.
Mm-hmm.
Frantz Fanon. Can you type that in?
Yeah.
Franz Fanon. Right? He in another part of Africa. I think he was in Sierra Leone fighting the liberation struggle there, or either in Algiers. I can't remember which one.
What his name is again?
Man, you forget his name. France, Franz, and then his last name is Fanon, Fanon.
Okay, that was the right guy. A white
No,
one?
that's not. No. Put in blackface white mask. Just take that out and put in blackface white mask. Check with the audience, young girl, to see how they doing over there. Make sure we ain't boring them.
Yeah, it's almost time. We already over the time already, but it's all good.
See that black and white book right there with the writing on it?
Yeah.
Click on that. You see the name, Frantz Fanon?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And there's another one, a guy named Walter Rodney. Walter Rodney was a psychiatrist. Now we talking Pan-Africanism. You see what the title of that book is? Black Skin, White Mask.
Walter what?
Rodney, Rodney.
He from Africa?
Yep.
He looked like the other dude just showed us.
Different guy.
No, but they look like they could probably be like, kidney.
You see where it got a quote of them at right there? Get the one
Yeah.
with the quote on it. Because he
Right
be
there.
saying some dope ass shit.
All right, I got it. Yeah, we already over the time limit though, so
yeah, I'm just gonna show them up what the people look like we talking about.
okay, I got you.
Right. So this in the Pan-African studies, and they giving us all the issues that they face with over there to match to the issues we face with over here, and then make adjustments for the cultural difference between the two. They tell us that we from over here and that the motherfuckers that's invading them are the same people invading us.
Wow.
So this is what the Garvey confraternity was all about. Organic people of the land from all over the planet been here the whole time. But it was somebody that don't have a homeland nowhere on the planet. That means they don't belong here.
Exactly.
Right? Because even nomads is native to a part of the land.
Exactly.
If they earthborn. Right? So these people go everywhere we at, they come in, sow seeds of dissension, turn one against the other, and then they stand back like they didn't throw the rock. And while we get to fighting, they come offer us a solution for a fee. And when they offer us a solution, they leave a condition that was worse than it was when they came. Right? So the last guy we're going to look up is Maurice Bishop. Y'all need to be familiar with who he is, since we're talking about greats. He's from the Caribbean, from Grenada. The CIA assassinated him in around 83.
Hey, spell his name?
Maurice, Maurice. Last name Bishop, Bishop.
Yeah, you were talking about this dude on one of the other tapes. I got a picture of him too.
You see him standing there with Castro?
Yeah.
Yeah. American CIA, the CIA had him hit. They joined with a rogue faction over there and took him out of power because he built the first international airport in Grenada. He built it.
Yeah.
That was part of what he was doing to bring in and galvanize the economy of Grenada. America couldn't stand him. Go listen to some of his speeches.
Okay. He wanted them to sell it. America wanted him to sell his people out.
Yeah, he was tired of the sellout shit. He was just grassroots rose to the prominence, took over. Right? And CIA had him killed, had him murdered in a coup. They established a coup and had him murdered.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Let's scroll through. We're gonna take we take about 3-4 questions out and wrap it up.
All right. Let's see what y'all got, man. Somebody said, what makes you synthetic?
Which I don't get the question.
Me neither. Let me find another one. It says to what point the most of the characters is dead. Hey, if you got your questions, drop them in the chat.
So we taking about 3 or 4 questions. I hope y'all got some good ones. We can take a couple questions before we wrap this one up. This is the water and the fire. This is how these motherfuckers flood us out or burn us out. You know what I'm saying? This is how they all over the world, they got their hands in everybody else's dirt. They pay money to set other governments up, but they won't take care of the people in the government that they're supposed to be operating on the behalf of.
Thanks.
They telling us history in the method, in the manner to make us believe that we the victors when all the time we the victims. So once we realize that they told us the history upside down and backwards, we could flip that shit around, turn it back upside right, and then we could see it for what it is. We ain't come on no motherfucking slave ships. That don't make no motherfucking sense. Why would you bring 300 million motherfuckers from Africa when you got 300 million motherfuckers here already? That just doesn't make sense. The motherfuckers ain't never been accused of being goddamn fools. They know that that doesn't make economic sense. If you can get your motherfucking POWs to do the work, and then later on you can use that as a victim position to keep them motherfuckers subservient. We call that post-traumatic slave disorder. It's actually post-traumatic POW disorder, prisoner of war. It's Stockholm syndrome that was instituted using Pavlovian response to motherfucking Skinner boxes. Keep your motherfucking mind numb. So now we just showing bits and pieces of the puzzle to the people so the people can see that we know what we're talking about when we tell you these motherfuckers came over here with bad intentions for us. And now we know who the fuck we is. We can then redeem ourselves from the oppressor's oppression. You ain't gonna never get out of this shit unless you figure out that you have to divorce yourself from the motherfucking system. You got to walk off everything, leave this motherfucker hanging. Because what we got coming on the heels of this shit, everything gonna be restored with honor and dignity. Ain't none of this shit gonna be able to stand if the motherfuckers ain't treated right. Each one teach one, we all gonna reach some. So what you seeing in the motherfucking questions, Elder? Anybody got something
somebody
on that?
asked you, could you break down, you know anything about the brother Simeon Toko?
Oh, from Africa.
Yeah.
Watch his videos. He here. He takes off for himself. You got to learn how to pay attention to what people put people energy. How sincere are they versus what's an agenda? I ain't got no agenda. I ain't asking nobody for no money. I ain't asking nobody to come do nothing for me. I'm just on here giving free knowledge out and showing y'all where to look for critical pieces. That brother over there, if he talk about the same one I'm thinking about, because it could be talking about a different one, but that brother over there, he's saying what the fuck he said. He not backing down, and he know what's going on. He evicting the apostles off the land over there. So we ain't gotta always speak on everybody that's doing the work. Help a motherfucker out.
Right.
It's more people doing the work than I can mention. And sometimes I be getting two people crossed when I'm on a different pattern, on a different path. But I think you're talking about the brother that always be wearing the red, that be over and be doing all of the political speeches in Africa.
I got a picture of him on the screen.
Huh?
I got a picture of him on the screen.
Click that. Okay. I'm not familiar. Oh, that's the dude that they said was the Black Jesus from
all the magic tricks and shit.
Yeah, they said that they chopped him up into pieces and took his parts, different parts of the world, set him on fire, and then he came back and said, "Y'all ain't ready for me yet."
Yeah, on some get high shit.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about that political leader over there. Now I know he's talking about.
Yeah, he talking about Simeon Toko, the dude that my homeboy from Africa. He told me he used to like turn into a pimp.
This story not a secret. This story not a secret. This shit been known since it happened.
They balled him, threw him on a plane.
Yeah, they chopped his body up. Look, they killed him, chopped his body up on the plane, chopped his body up, sent him on planes to different parts of the world, then burnt up the body parts. And then he came right back and told them, "Y'all ain't ready for me yet. I'm gonna have to lead so y'all learn how to live like me." There's a guy in India named Babaji. Same thing, except he's from India. And Babaji just means the old soul or the ancient one or the ancient soul or the ancient father. Baba is father. G mean great father. Right? If you put Babaji in there, you will see he's sitting cross-legged with long stringy hair.
Hey, spell it.
Babaji.
Yeah, but here's one. Man,
it's on the second row. Well, no, ain't no second. It's on the second row Not them. That's him right there. To the left of that. To the left of that. Where you go way down there for? Was one. Go back the other way.
This way?
We just passed it again. No, not him. The one that's a drawing.
Oh, joint right here.
Yeah, that's a drawing of him. And scroll back over. It was another one on that same row at the end. That's another drawing of him.
Okay.
But he still appeared to people, been appearing to people for thousands of years in India. He can embody and disembody at will. So the science behind dematerialization is and your spirit body, your light body,
Mm-hmm.
can separate from your physical body, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the destination that your light body can travel instantly, it doesn't need it doesn't need time to travel through space like a physical body.
Mm-hmm.
So while he in that meditative state like that, he can bilocate is what it's called, and go to the other location where he need to be at, and then draw the atomic energy to him using the science of magnetism, and create a synthetic filament of a body around him where he'll look and feel real, but he can disappear at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
This is a science of bilocation. Only the greatest of masters, he's one of the few that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Kind of like a Jesus figure in the Hindu culture or something.
No, he ain't nothing like Jesus. He probably slapped Jesus.
He probably slapped the shit out of Jesus.
No, Jesus is ISIS. Motherfuckers don't know that though, so we ain't gonna spoil their motherfucking day. They think Jesus is a man. That's how they know all the motherfuckers that they be saying is the fake Christ. Lying, because the Christ is a woman. Jesus is ISIS.
Yeah, I like the way that sound.
So now,
I'm about to.
So, what other questions you see in there?
All right, we'll take one more, man, before we get out, man, because my body's shitting it down because I've been up for so long, since 5 o'clock. Bob, okay, what do you think about Thomas Sankara? Let's say his last name. Oh yeah, we don't have the masses of risk being carried out. Yes. Somebody said, shout out Fourth Elder. He said they have the mass arrest being carried out where they're taking the niggas to Guantanamo Bay.
Look, that's a good question. All that shit gonna come out, but you know what we gotta do right now? Kanye dragging the beast out, y'all. This nigga got the beast by the horns. The dirty Moors that we've been trying to get out to come out in the open, Kanye beat on their door. He got to first expose the imposter pale skin Jews, the liar Kohanes and them motherfuckers. Then he got